Hey everyone, Mr. Portland Landlord here, checking in just days before the 2026 short session blasts off on February 3rd. These even-year sessions are always a sprint. Only about 35 days to tweak budgets, fix emergencies, and pile on a ton of housing proposals. Affordability and supply are still the hot topics, and lawmakers have already pre-filed a stack of bills that could touch everything from property management to investment taxes. Over the next few days and weeks, we'll be posting detailed reports and deep dive videos on the individual bills that seem most likely to gain traction. Today, though, this is your one-stop comprehensive preview. Neutral summaries of every pre-filed bill our lobbyists flagged, with extra spotlight on the ones that hit closest to home. Let's kick off with the heavy hitters that could actually change how we run our rentals. First up, HB 4120 on smoking policies in residential tenancies. This one would let multifamily landlords convert the entire property to non-smoking, even for current tenants, by simply giving at least 90 days written notice. No more grandfathering in that one chain smoker who's been there forever. If it passes, imagine the fresh air and potentially fewer maintenance headaches. Next, HB 4123 tightens up landlord disclosure of confidential tenant info. It limits when we can share things like screening reports or personal details, and it slaps on statutory damages for knowing violations. Privacy expectations are ramping up, folks. One slip could cost you. SB 1523 deals with electronic access and tenant portals. It defines what a portal is and says we can't mandate electronic payments or portal use. Tenants can always request paper alternatives, but we do get to charge reasonable processing fees for cards or online payments. Common area access must have non-electronic options too. Then there's HB 4080 on portable solar devices. Retail customers could install plug-in solar up to 200 watts after a quick utility declaration. It severely limits what landlords, HOAs, or condos can restrict. Green energy is coming whether we like it or not, might mean more tenant-installed panels on our roofs. Shifting now to bills that hit investors and financing. HB 4128 prohibits certain harder-covered entities from snapping up single-family homes. Specifically, big institutional buyers can't buy unless a home has been publicly listed for at least 90 days. It's aimed at cooling corporate buying frenzies. HB 4136 eliminates the mortgage interest deduction for second homes unless they're marketed for sale, funneling that revenue into down payment assistance. This could sting at tax time. HB 4064 clarifies when HOA and condo assessments start accruing on tax-foreclosed properties deeded to counties. Niche, but handy for the distressed property game. Now for the land use and development crowd. HB 4035 expands city and metro flexibility to amend urban growth boundaries temporarily for more housing. HB 4082, sponsored at the governor's request, adds options for manufactured dwelling parks or senior housing up to 120% AMI in those UGB expansions. HB 4108 requires cities to annex non-contiguous land if all owners petition and meet criteria, which could open up new development pockets. HB 4036 establishes the Preserve Affordable Homes for Oregon Fund, using bond proceeds to save existing affordable units from being flipped to market rate. HB 4037 adjusts the revolving loan program for local projects. Plus, studies on land conservation, child care, and the estate tax are also on the table. Quick hits on the rest. HB 4551 creates deferred loans capped at closing costs or 1% for first-time buyers. SB 1521 in Portland Metro limits new affordable mandates. SB 1514 repeals the 2021 Objective Reasonableness Standard for homeless regulations, big for public property rules, plus updates for tax conformity and real estate team naming. That's the entire pre-filed lineup as of late January 2026. In a short session, some will fly through, others merge or die quietly. A few could genuinely help supply or give us tools. Others add compliance headaches. Which bill here has you most fired up or worried? Let me know in the comments. The smoking one? Solar restrictions? Investor limits? Let me know. Your experiences matter. For full texts and tracking, check the article linked in the description. Hey, if you're a Portland area landlord, come join the community over at paroe.org. We've got education, forums, networking, and we fight for your rights at the Legislature. And for owners in the Portland Metro or Central Oregon looking for hassle-free management, Check out the pros at nwrpm.com.